Timmy.
Richard.
Jascha.
Dick.
I knew I was going to regret bringing baby eBay back.
Didn't take long. Didn't take long.
Nope. The over-under for those playing the Back to the Future drinking game.
6.5 seconds.
6.5 seconds. You are our big winner.
Not inches. Seconds.
Yeah. We're going to save that for a second. So, Jascha, Timmy was very kind. I'd like to take credit myself. Timmy was very kind to purchase you this as a thank you for slapping the out of me as Jascha the Hitman Hart, and I figure your other miscellaneous contributions.
This is awesome.
Yeah, call it our timeless moments from PTTF.
Yeah, no, slapping Ricky was reward enough in itself, and I appreciate you guys letting me come on the show, but I appreciate this is so cool.
I feel like we need to sign it.
Yeah. It's an audio format, idiot. What is it?
Yeah, well, okay. Sorry. It's a Brett Hitman Hart Prism.
Silver.
Silver. See, I didn't want to. I was hoping one of you guys would jump in because.
Oh, no, right. Yeah, no.
I'm not going to. I won't leave you hanging.
And Brett, you can't tell who he's got in the figure 4. Is that what it is?
Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter. Thank you.
Yep.
But, he's cranking down, just thinking, I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Absolutely.
This card's amazing.
I am super jealous. I still haven't gotten my Undertaker one yet. Haven't been able to find one to purchase for the right price.
Well, you've waited long enough, so they're probably like $2 each now.
Right. I'm waiting for the 50 cent. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But I thought that card was super cool. That's a card I'm going to own at some point. I think you got to get the classic wrestlers if you're a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the value in that set for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's awesome. And I like how it's not, just him walking down the to the ring or something. It's a classic move, and this is an incredible card.
Yeah, he's administering his finisher. So now that that's out of the way, Doc is out of town. We want to wish Doc a very happy birthday.
It is his birthday.
Not by the time you guys are listening, but by the time we're recording this.
Hey.
We're missing you, bud, but baby eBay is going to fill your shoes. We also, Chad, I'm talking to you directly. I know this is a podcast for many, but I'm talking to you.
He listens. Yeah.
Last week, he teased a contest wherein people would call in and leave us a voicemail. What were the parameters?
You were supposed to call in and tell us your most embarrassing effort at calling somebody or your most embarrassing story about calling that special someone that you wanted to ask out.
Yeah, and we got 0 submissions.
This is another tangent, but when you guys were proposing that contest, or Chad was, I was picturing in my mind picking up my parents' rotary phone and having to dial and spin the wheel all the way to the 9, click, 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 8, click.
Well, someone came through.
Oh, all right.
Yep. Our boy Nick came through last night.
Yeah, before we get to that voicemail, though, I did have the perfect story.
Why didn't you didn't call in?
Yeah, I was a little worried about leaving audio proof that this happened. But in 7th grade, there was a girl I wanted to call. I was getting ready to take an ice bath. I had the cordless phone. The bath was filling up with cold water, and I just.
He was cupping, as I was told.
This was pre-Manscaped products.
I was on the phone. I was holding the phone, so I only had one hand available.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, Jascha did not submit it one, but Nick, our boy, did from the Fantasy Football League. A huge pack of Maniac. Chad, I'm sorry to give you this bad news, brother. You may be on the hook.
What's up, fellas? This is Nick, a.k.a. the guy that should have won the Fantasy Football League. And I was driving home Saturday night, listening to the podcast when Chad started talking about this tell the story of your bad first phone call contest. And I'm not going to go back that far, although I definitely had some bad phone calls as a tween and a teen. But because when I was listening to this portion of the podcast, I was driving home from quite possibly the worst first date I've ever been on in my life. And seemed to me like a sign that I just call and tell this stupid story. It's not part of the contest at all. I just thought it was funny. Felt like sharing it. Like I said, it seemed like a sign. So on Saturday night, I went on a first date, a Hinge date. For those of you who don't know, Hinge is a dating app. Showed up at about 7 p.m. She gets out of the lift. She's very cute. I'm very excited. I'm like, awesome. All right. We had great text conversations. This is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. There's only one problem. She was hammered. I mean, bombed. She'd been out drinking with her friends since noon and was annihilated and completely belligerent and just swearing all night and like insulting everyone from the wait staff to me. She would insult me and then like laugh about it. And like when we finished it, she was like, let's go have a drink over here. I'm like, you want more alcohol? All right. I mean, you're cute. I'll give it a chance. And she was, but I was like, maybe it'll get better. Maybe, and it just got worse and worse. It was like a train wreck where you're a passenger on the train. Like I just couldn't get off. And then finally I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. And the best part was she thought it went well because she tried to like kiss me. And I was like, And that's the end of the story because my 2 minutes are up. But yeah.
What was that?
I think it's a bad analogy too, right? Because if you're a passenger on a train wreck, you're getting the F out.
Or you're dead.
Nick, I want to give you the prize, my man.
But that
You just bragged for 2 minutes about how you're pulling Quim and they're calling you nonstop.
There's an Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Back to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad. Wait, Dr. Tim!
Hey, there he is.
For doctor.
How you doing, Timmy?
Not too bad.
And filling in for Doc this week, we've got Mr. Shower Sitter. Shower Stander. Bath Stander.
Thank you. Has anyone seen my truck?
On this week's show, we've got a really fun one for you guys all lined up. I am in possession of the Barry Sanders Clearly Authentic Downtown. We're going to talk about whether or not, we're going to find out how much we can trust him, is what this comes down to.
Uh-oh.
But before we dive into all that, Timmy, you hit us with something, it's hard for you to surprise me, but you hit us with a text recently, Chad and I, that did surprise me. What did you recently get yourself into?
My second break of the year, I think.
Really? See, that's impressive. We're at what,
Yeah.
late
Almost
May?
mid-year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
You keep up those numbers, I might start believing you that you're going to quit.
I did quit. This is like a mini unretirement. Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan in the 4-5 jersey.
Yeah, it's a summer break from my retirement.
Yeah, is this Jordan in the 45 jersey?
Yeah, no, it's Tim in 2022. Yeah.
So what did you, just tell us what you bought into. Don't guess anymore. Just tell us what you bought into.
Yeah. 2022 Topps Dynasty F1.
Racing. Formula One racing. Huge world following.
Mm-hmm.
Not the biggest sport here in the U.S.
Not yet.
Not yet, but recently. And so I was going to ask you, Tim, why you would do something like that when you sent us the text.
I don't know.
But here's why.
Why did I even admit it to you?
Well, but I think I surprised you with my response.
You
I
did.
was fully supportive.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, surprisingly unricky.
I was, and I think it drove Chad nuts.
It did. Yeah, he's like, "What the f? I'm outnumbered."
I got to tell you, I did see an article recently that talked about the fact that Formula One has come out a number of years ago with a series about Formula One called Drive to Survive. It's on Netflix, and it's effectively like a Hard Knocks throughout the whole racing season.
Yep.
You get behind the scenes. You get to see the garages. You get to see the drivers' interviews with them and how they're feeling about switching teams or staying with their team or certain races. You get really a lot of behind the scenes footage, which has really been really entertaining, and it's really taken the country by storm.
Yeah. For the last couple of years. We're a little late to the party.
We are. Yeah. It debuted back in 2019 and is still going strong. Since the release of that show on Netflix, ESPN's coverage of Formula One has nearly doubled to 1.5 million views per race.
Yeah.
I also learned that F1 was purchased shortly before the Netflix, almost immediately before, by an American-based group.
Huh.
And that they had coordinated this with Netflix.
Oh.
So this is all by design, and it seems to be working masterfully. Formula One is on track currently to top 1 billion fans worldwide, with 77% of them 35 years or younger.
Wow.
That's
is
impressive.
The age demographic you want to go after.
This might be jumping ahead a little bit, but
Please.
Are you going to touch on that quote by the the former head of F1?
No. So hit us with it.
No, so he had said something, I'm paraphrasing because I suck at quoting people, but he was basically saying, why the F would I care about the younger demographic? They're not the ones that spend money.
They're going to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, that shows you how outdated things were, right? Because they're clearly catering to like the super rich, like yacht rich type of,
Yeah, he wanted the people that were already there
Yeah.
instead of getting them early.
Yep.
Now, in just earlier this month, Formula One added a second stop, their first being in Austin, starting in 2012. By the way, Austin saw a 15% increase in ticket sales since Drive to Survive has come out. They've added earlier this month in May, the Miami track, and ticket prices there rivaled the Super Bowl. And then they're going to add Las Vegas. They're going to race on the Strip next year.
Dude, I saw somebody post that on Facebook and like the track that they drew out. I mean, that thing's going to be bonkers, man.
Yeah. I think we got to go.
We might need to just be in the city. Like,
Yes.
we won't be anywhere near where any of the action will be just
Right.
based on how much it's going to cost. But just to be there watching,
Yes.
any of the sports books watching.
It is incredible. And the thing about the show is I didn't understand F1. And so you get this, you finally get to understand the sport, and they have some incredible stories that they tell you, and it really does draw you in.
And the best part about Drive to Survive, because I was skeptical to watch this series. It is the best soap opera. I mean, teams are switching constantly. They're stealing. They're stopping buying engines from one another. They're stealing drivers from one another.
Backstabbing.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And the way Formula One's set up, for those that don't know, it's 10 teams, each with 2 cars. So 20 total drivers. And most of the teammates hate each other's guts.
That's fascinating to me. It's been fascinating.
That was super interesting. That you're constantly fighting with your teammate, and then when you were talking about the managers and the teams, backstabbing each other, and then they're sitting, 4 feet away at a press conference.
During those pressers, they're like shoulder to shoulder.
Being asked about the swipes.
Like staring each
hey,
other in the
how
face.
about this asshole to your left? What do you think?
Those questions were so good. So much better than like NBA media pundits and stuff. Oh, goodness.
It was brutal.
It was incredible. A couple other stats. Well, I guess that really does cover it. It really has grown quite a bit, though.
It has.
And so I wanted to ask each of you, and we've kind of given away a little bit. Josh, well, Tim, let's start with you. You've watched the show.
Yeah, I've binged it true Netflix style in the last 48 hours, basically. I am currently at season 2, so I still have 2 years to catch up on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, spoiler alerts, like I know who, are currently like the most revered racers in F1.
Right.
Or athletes, whatever you want to call them now. But obviously I've done a 180 on F1, right? Because, 20 episodes ago, I was like, I don't get it, right? You know,
Right.
what's the big deal about these cards? And we glossed over all of F1 in maybe 15 seconds, in less time than we spent on hockey. And here we are. We're at 15 minutes into the show, and we're still talking F1. So.
Exactly. I also have been watching the show. I'm right where you are, Timmy. I think you're season 2, episode 2. I'm season 2, episode 1. Jascha told me they had a huge long flight to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know how long those flights can be. And he told me, man, I have seen this whole show. I know everything there is to know about Formula One. It's amazing. You have to watch it. How many episodes?
I told you after the first episode that you should check it out. It seems like it's going to be good. I'm about 6 episodes in.
All right. That's
and, well, I'll get to this later.
I kind of want to I'm with you though, Tim. I rushed through season 1. In season 2, they bring out some of the big name drivers.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I don't want to give away too much for anybody who's watched it, but on the flip side of it, the people who have watched it are like, I was waiting for it because, I knew enough about, F1 now that I was like, where's Lewis Hamilton in season 1, right? And he's absent, right?
He is.
And so they obviously got better access to the athletes as time went on.
I think after the first season was such a hit, they went to him and said, you're now going to be
Right.
participating.
You can get on the train or get run over by it.
And here's some cash,
But I'm telling you, I can't recommend this show enough. And I'll tell you, I can't get away from people recommending this show. I'm driving down the road listening to our alternative station. They're talking about it. I'm listening to Sports Talk on Sirius XM. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
This thing is blowing up, and if you're not a part of it, I'm telling you, go watch it.
Yeah, it's time.
It is.
That's even on the airplane. I was watching it, and a guy waiting for the restroom that I was sitting next to was hovering over my shoulder. He had already seen it, but he was waiting for me to take my headphones off so he could talk to me about how much I liked it.
That is awesome. I'm telling you, this thing really is taking people by storm, and we're not the only ones to notice it. The card community is also noticing it, right, Tim?
Yeah, they are, and that's why I even hopped into this break. I just I couldn't take my eyes off of it, right? I was like, I just need to throw my hat in the ring. Yep.
And some cards are realizing some value in this sport, right?
Yeah. Wow. And so I think this was a big moment for F1 and the hobby. I mentioned Lewis Hamilton, and he's by far and away, for lack of a better analogy, it's still very appropriate analogy. He's the Tiger Woods of F1 as far as this generation goes, for so many reasons that will be obvious at face value. But he commands Tiger-like values. For his equivalent pole position in the sport.
Yep.
$900,000 was how much his superfractor from Topps Chrome.
It's insane.
Sold for. It was like a PSA 8, 9, 7. Might have been a 7.
Yeah, it is a 7.
7. Yep.
It was because I had purchased a Lewis Hamilton card from that same set, just an insert, not like a numbered or anything, for my boss, who's a big Formula One fan.
Oh, okay.
And let her know that a card from that same set, graded not as well as hers, just sold for $900,000.
Have you seen the horizontal one, like the insert one? That's it almost looks like the Disney wheels in the back of the background, but I don't remember where it was actually taken. The photo was. But,
the insert I picked up for her was pretty cool. It was like a little spray paint from this. It was like a spray paint on a wall, with his name on it in a photo. It was kind of a mixture of almost like a downtown kind of a feel.
Yeah. So it was a lot, and then his rookie card prior to that had already gone for $312,000.
Wow. That is insane.
That was for a PSA 9, it looks like, from 2006 Futura Grand Prix.
Oh, man. That is insane. So when you let Chad and I know, I jumped on immediately, started blabbering about Drive to Survive and how my brother had watched the whole series.
Right. And I'd only watched because you told me that your brother was watching it.
right, I did.
So it's all Josh's fault.
You're welcome.
Seriously.
You are welcome.
So I did some research on this product, and we're going to dive into the Topps Dynasty here now. Topps Dynasty is really, if you want a really good hit, this is your product. If you want a really good hit for your PC, this is your product to chase.
Mm-hmm.
I would not recommend going to try and buy into this product to try and flip anything. This has to be a strictly PC, but you're going to get a really cool autograph and patch. So they're running for, at best, $3,600 per box, which I'm sure has gone up by now. Each case has 5 boxes. Each box has 1 pack. Each pack has 1 card.
Hell no.
5 cards in a 5 cards in a case. Every card, the base set, is numbered to 10 or less. You're guaranteed 1 encased autograph patch card. They also have parallels. The 3 that they primarily use are red out of 5, black out of 2, and gold out of 1. They have a number of what I'll call inserts. They're not part of the primary set. And those can include Dynasty Autograph Suit Flag relics, Dynasty Autograph Suit Nameplate relics, Suit Racing Glove relics, Suit Zipper relics with autographs, Autograph Suit Zipper relic dual, Single Driver Dual relic, Single Driver Triple relic, and Dynasty Constructor Team Dual relic. Some of these checklists, they don't even have a checklist out yet, except they're showing up on eBay. I mean, you can find some cards.
Yeah.
They do exist. All these inserts are numbered to 10, 4, 2, or 1. They all own a jumbo patch parallels the 1 of 1 for all those.
Yep.
So you're going to get something cool, something that was used, something that is going to be probably a really pop piece of it's not going to be your standard napkin patch is what I'm saying.
No, I mean, because like a standard race suit is completely plastered in sponsors, right? That's the whole point. And then, I mean, even though there's only like 21, 22 races each year, I mean, all it takes is one of those suits to fill up this product, basically. So.
Exactly. So my question for you guys is this a product that you would you want one of these cards in your PC? Are you enough of a fan of Formula One at this point that you would want one of these in your PC?
Man, if I was an F1 fan, like a true diehard at this point, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the cards just look good. I mean, yes and no, because Topps Dynasty, I feel like they kind of alternate years where they actually nail the look of the product. And I would say right now they have not nailed it. I mean, it's too white, it's too boring.
Yeah.
But in the F1 cards cases, like the patches and the relics, they're amazing. Like you see that zipper pull bulging out of that patch window. I mean, there's no basketball card equivalent of that.
No.
You see like the sponsor logo appear in like every other card of your favorite racer. I mean, like, come on, it's there, right?
So cool.
I mean, it almost justifies the cost of this product.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I love these cards, and the relics are incredible. And I will just say, though, the only one I want, and keep in mind, again, I'm on episode 6 or so of season 1.
Yeah, fair.
So don't tell me when he flames out. But the only one I want is of Romain Grosjean.
Of course.
Because I can identify with someone who's at the pinnacle of their sport and can still find a way to crash
Get up.
all the time.
Sorry, Rick.
He's practicing. Oh, crash. He's time trial. The only person on the fucking track crash.
I mean, that one wasn't his fault. Like the car failed.
Oh, it's constant. I mean, he's a broken man. And I see a lot of, the average Joe there that's
Absolutely.
like, yeah, I could get on the track and do that.
But then you can't.
Here's what I'll say about this product. I would not want one in my PC right now. If I keep watching this show, I think, ask me again, I may be chasing something.
You don't
like
have
this.
a favorite racer yet?
I got a couple.
You have a couple?
I got a couple.
Who's on that list?
Mine's already taken, so you got to pick someone else.
Oh,
Not Grosjean?
Get the hell out of here. Of course you picked Grosjean.
I don't even think he's in F1 anymore, is he?
I don't know. I haven't watched that far yet.
I was Googling him before the show today.
He's still in the product. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think he's doing like Indy or something.
No, I got.
Okay,
go ahead.
here are my 3. The easy answer is Lewis Hamilton. I love watching Lewis Hamilton. And I love the drama that he's being required to take out his piercings, which I think is such horse. Did you hear about that?
No,
They're
I
forcing him
hadn't.
to take out his piercings.
That's dumb.
It's ridiculous. My favorite drivers as of today are Carlos Sainz, and I like Daniel Ricciardo from season 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to like them. I mean, but yeah, I mean, they just have so much personality, or at least they're finally highlighting them, on this show, which is really cool. And the stories, like all the character arcs, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
who you liking, Timmy? Who's your guy?
Currently, well, I mean, like I sympathize, kind of like Jascha, with Esteban Ocon, right?
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was kind of like this whole like sad, like he basically felt like he died montage when he realized that he wasn't going to be able to sign on with another team.
Yeah.
So that kind of tugged at the heartstrings a little bit, kind of like a soap opera would. But I think right now my favorite is Charles Leclerc.
Okay.
I mean, I really liked one of the episodes, his quote, because
he
like
couldn't be there couldn't be a better race car driver out there. Of course, Jordan, Leclerc, just all the winners.
Oh, says the person who picked Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Homer. Yeah, let's pick the most decked out, decorated racing team.
Hey, I said it was
the
a
star of the
cop-out.
sport. Yeah. No, but I just really liked how they showed how him and like Pierre Gasly kind of like came through the ranks together. And even though they're like so young, they're so talented.
Yes.
And they still like each other, right? So like Josh had mentioned earlier, and we had kind of hinted at the fact that there's a lot of like tension in these teams. And I thought that was just fascinating because like, why? You guys, like, if you both succeed, you both look better. But instead, most of these guys just hate each other. Like Verstappen versus Ricardo. Like, I mean, they hated each other. Like, they ran each other off the roads.
It's like you're in third and fourth, and they're going to fight and crash.
Yeah, and crash and screw both of them. Yeah, screw the whole team. But, he said, friendship is complicated in F1, but we managed to put a line between the driving and outside of it. And it's really important. With Pierre, parentheses Gasly, I am very good friends.
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. I think that speaks to his character, right? Like, you can stay competitive, you can hate each other on the racetrack, but you step out of those cars and you're friends again.
I agree with you. When they were doing that part of it, and you'll get to that point in a few episodes, Jascha, that they seemed like the most mature ones in the room, and they were the youngest.
Dude, and they're like, and they're not even 22, 23, like when we're watching them, and then like, Lando Norris is 18 when he signs on. I'm like, what the F, right?
That's crazy.
Insane. And it's even crazier to think about. There are only 20 people in the world that are doing this.
20 spots, man. And do you think that has a lot to do with, I think, why it's taking off, right? Because you only have 20 names. I mean, 21, 22, maybe 30 if you include all the principals, which I think is hilarious. That, effectively like their coaches or managers are like just as famous as
the article I was reading said in Miami, the drivers' parade for the first time ever included the principals. Yeah, because they're so popular because of the show.
I get it. Even Topps thought so. I mean, Christian Horner of Red Bull, he's got a card in the product, right?
That's awesome. That's amazing. So, Timmy, back to your break. You buy into this last weekend, and let's start with how many spots total?
26 spots. So, you had mentioned there's only 20, seats in a given year, depending on who gets rotated in or out or, canceled or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, 26 spots for, the racers, and then also a couple of the spots were for the principals.
Okay. And how much per spot?
It was a nice low price of $154, which actually,
that's actually pretty good.
Out of context for a break spot, that's actually reasonable these days. It's pathetic.
So sad.
But
and you were assigned?
No. So out of those 26 spots, randomized, I got Charles Leclerc.
You're kidding.
I didn't know who he was at the time. I had to Google him. So this was just like 2 weeks ago, right?
Okay,
I didn't know who he was, but I was like, okay, that sounds like a familiar name. I Googled him, and yeah, he's like one of the more prominent names and better guys to have hit.
Sounds French and like he drives fast.
Yeah, exactly. That's a winner's name, right? Charles Leclerc.
So you buy into your break, you get an amazing racer, and you want to tell us what you hit? We can.
This is where you push the prices right.
Well, no, don't tease it, because we're ready.
Okay. Nothing. No. I mean, what? I wasn't expecting much, right? I mean, like 1 in 26 odds to hit one card, right? Because this break was for one card, one box of Topps Dynasty, one card, $4,000 break, one card. No! Let that sink in, people. One box, $4,000. That's half a semester at a local community college. No, that's half a year at our local community college, people. No! That's sick and wrong.
Dude, this was being built up. I thought for sure I'm pissed.
Says the guy who was caught holding something with just one hand.
Oh, man. Well, hey, we all learned about a new sport. I invite you guys to join. You may not all become you may not love it the way that we all do, but give it a shot, because I tell you, it's entertaining as hell.
Well, I mean, so everybody's chasing the Lewis Hamilton cards, right? And I saw one go for close to 6 figures. So does that justify the cost of the product? I don't know. Maybe.
That's a big risk, big reward.
Maybe. I mean, that's what the hobby's become, though, unfortunately, right? At least the breaking side.
You know, you could run your luck with a very expensive product like this, like Dynasty F1, or you could buy a repack product from a trusty source.
Yeah, my good buddy Roto. He recently updated his website, Ricky. We kind of forced his hand there a little bit. And what might you ask is on there? So therotobox.com. It's baseball season, right? So Roto thought it'd be appropriate to update the baseball section. Currently, there you can find 2 specific products. The 2022 baseball hobby box at $349.99. And this is for personal purchase. Last week we touched on the fact that he does sell a case product for breakers or personal consumption and opening. But right now he's featuring these baseball hobby boxes, which include 2 hits, along with a nice little twist, which is 2 hobby packs. Ricky, we were talking pre-show about how our local card shop, if they had opened certain boxes of products and had packs available to buy, then, that's a much more consumable price point. And so he decided to throw 2 hobby packs into each of these boxes where you could possibly hit something from like Bowman, Topps Chrome, Sapphire, Bowman Draft, Select, or Heritage, etc.
I love that because that's what we all miss, right? Is the surprise. Little bit of gamble, little bit of surprise.
Right.
And you just don't get that anymore, even if you're targeting the cards that you really want for your PC.
Exactly. I mean, like, how many of us can honestly say that we've ripped a lot of wax in this last year? Not many.
No. Nope.
Not of anything worthwhile, for sure.
Yeah.
No. And so it's a nice little twist on the value proposition in one of these boxes, because you could very well hit something really nice just out of 2 packs. And that doesn't even include the 2 hits that are in these boxes, which are priced very appropriately. And obviously, even at that price point, you stand a chance at hitting something even nicer than that. So,
yeah.
I mean, your odds are, I would say, much better than opening a retail hobby box.
And Roto is just salt of the earth. He's a good dude.
He just is.
This is someone that you can truly trust in the hobby. He's going to take care of you. He's doing it for the right reasons.
Yep.
So go give him a shot.
Yep. True fan of the sport. And so he has the hobbyist in mind too, with the slab value pack at $64.99. This includes just 1 graded card, but also has plenty of superstars in it and what he affectionately terms players with, quote, room to grow, end quote.
So for $14 more than it takes to submit your own card for grading,
you get a slabbed card.
You get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even have to wait the 6 years to get it back.
Nope. So head over to therotobox.com if you want to peruse these products. Watch some breaks online of him opening these products at Monster Breaks. Lots of ways to get your, what am I trying to say?
Repack
product.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the show. You can find us on our website, pttfpodcast.com. You're going to be able to find all of our live shows. You're going to be able to find all the YouTube clips we post on there. You can shop with our sponsors very easily and get all your hobby supply needs filled. You can check out our blog or leave us a voicemail and potentially win prizes, or don't, like Nick. All right, guys, for this next segment, I want to give just an update. Last week, we talked about the fact that my Barry Sanders, I purchased the Barry Sanders Clearly Donruss Football downtown insert, and it was on its way to me when we last spoke. Well, I have an update for you all, and I want to give just a couple of numbers really quickly. I'll rattle them off super quick. This was purchased May 4th. It shipped May 6th. I think I said May 7th last week. It's May 6th it shipped. Mm-hmm. It arrived and was verified the night we recorded, May 9th.
That's pretty quick.
That's very quick. Projected arrival date I announced last week, May 23rd.
Uh-huh.
Arrived at my house May 11th.
That's actually really quick, when you delineate it that way, because how many times where, for example, you ship it to PSA, and yeah, it arrives at PSA on like May 7th or whatever you said, But then they don't arrive it until like
Right.
May 11th, right? Because some Yahoo's dicking around in the warehouse, not doing his job, scanning stuff in. You know?
Well, we talked about this. It has to get authenticated in Florida. And they
Right.
got this out to me in 2 days. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get anything from the East Coast within 2 days.
Right. They
First class.
received it, authenticated it, and shipped it back out the same day. Think about that.
Yeah,
It's insane.
That's insane for what things are.
So, Jascha, I've repackaged it. This is the way it came to me, so you can get the authentic experience. This is what these cards look like. It comes in a general cardboard box. Go ahead and open it. Now, what's cool about this is my card was sent to me in a mag, and they took it out of the mag to authenticate it and sent me the mag as well. I thought that was
What?
pretty cool of them.
No, that's
That
why.
is
So
cool.
Joshua had just pulled out the empty mag and
Yeah.
had this look of confusion on
Like,
his face. I did too.
Thought he was just messing with me.
Every company just chucks those to the side when you mail them stuff.
I was
And
utterly shocked.
That's not nothing these days. That's a couple bucks.
Yeah.
This has got a nice magnetic clasp with this. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a fold closure. I'm assuming it's so you can display it once it's
Yep.
a fold back.
Yep.
This is much cooler in person than it looked online.
Right. That's what I said last week too, especially with
Yeah.
that magnetic clasp.
Now take it out of the case. Don't unwrap it, but take it out of the display case. And if you turn on the back, and I think Chad touched on this last week, but they do have a little bit of a label. And if you break that, it's no longer guaranteed. But if you can scan the little QR code on the back, and it will tell you everything about what they did to authenticate your card, what it is, at least give the basics. Now, when we talked about this last week, it was my opinion. Right now, eBay's offering this service free of charge. It was my opinion that will not be sustainable. And in the process, Chad was handing us his card. And if you'll hand me the case itself, I didn't spend enough time with. I want you to hold that a little bit more, particularly the top. It seems like recycled cardboard of some sort. Stiff, but it feels, open up the top.
Oops. Opening.
And then, just feel like that. It
part.
feels a little particle.
It's a little squishy. Yeah.
So my point is it's not like deluxe, this case. It's a nice case to display your cards and
Right.
probably keep them. I think keeping them in a little stack like that would be really cool. But it's a little bit lighter weight. And I don't want to send the message that this is poor quality. It's not. It's just you can tell that they're using sustainable materials. And so part of me thinks that they might be able to sustain this a little bit longer than we initially thought. What do you think, Timmy?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're obviously intending this to look in their mind like a high-end service, right?
Right.
This isn't going to stay free.
No, I don't think it's going to stay free, but I think that they'll be able to maintain it a little bit longer, is my hope.
I think so. They clearly put some thought into this, right? Because this isn't what you ship stuff out in as your first run, test run. Like,
Well-
this is like a finished.
And why shouldn't this be free? eBay, I'm sorry, the only reason eBay's still around and relevant is because of cards. I mean, you could maybe say sneakers, maybe one or two other things, but it's cards. Take all the money you're raking in with cards and offer this service for free as good karma.
Absolutely. And when, they're buying 100,000 of these, I mean, they drive the price, the actual cost down so low. Yeah, I think absolutely eBay could continue to pay for this, but with Tim, there's no way that they do.
I agree, sadly. So moving on to the downtown. We have it in hand. It is a beautiful card.
Yeah, I actually just thought I lost it. I forgot I handed it.
Yeah,
I was trying not to panic.
You have lost other things this week.
Pretty sure it was in my truck.
Dude, where's my truck?
Be a sweet sequel.
Starring Jascha.
I've shown that clip. Sorry for the tangent, but sometimes my daughters will say something that sounds like, "Dude, what shall I say? What does mine say?" So I'm just like, "Dude, yeah, sweet. What does mine say?" and they would just stare at me. And finally, I had to show it to them. So now we act it out though. Whenever we hear that, we can.
Now they get it.
Yeah. Not the whole movie, just that clip. Just to be clear.
For those that confused, Josh's truck was stolen this morning, right outside his
It's a little
house.
bit of a sore spot, and I just had to step on it.
It's a little sensitive.
All right. So here's the question. We teased this. We've talked about it a little bit. Should I get this downtown autographed? Barry Sanders is going to be at the National.
Yep.
Tim is going to be at the National.
Yeah.
And so
It's a lot of variables.
I'm surprised. It is. You're right.
It's
and
up in the air, too. I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
Well, and I can't wait to hear what your guys' thoughts are on it, because this topic took our listeners by storm. We got a ton of input, of reaction to or recommendations for what I should or shouldn't do regarding the card. A couple that weighed in, our boy David Cron said, "Friends don't let friends get downtown inserts autographed. There's plenty of base rookies out there waiting for a Barry Sanders signature."
There are plenty of Barry Sanders rookies.
There are. Miss Takata, my boy, who, by the way, hooked me up with the Nico downtown. Thank you again.
Yep.
You reminded me. He said, "Base autographs, no go, kaboom." So I think that's an in favor of autographing.
I think so.
Downtown.
I think that's what he's meant. Yep.
Our boy Dan Mack, if you get a second downtown, I'd allow you to get one of them graded.
That's how my week's going, Ricky.
That's for you, Dan. Boston Steve shared Basketball Card Guy's Instagram, and it was a post of Allen Iverson's signed Dunk and Go Nuts,
Yeah.
which is such a cool card and a great idea to get it autographed. Did you see that photo, Jascha?
I did.
The acetate streaked the ink.
It did.
I thought it looked good.
Did you?
Yeah, from
I
far away.
I didn't get my loop out, but
Yeah.
is that what it's called?
There's a
Yeah,
line
exactly,
down the
yeah.
middle
Jeweler's
of the
loop,
ink that worried me. And he wrote, "Don't do it, Ricky."
Yeah, I think that's what tipped me over into the don't sign it.
And I was with you, but to Josh's credit, someone
Yeah.
else came to his defense. Eric wrote, he shared the same post as Boston Steve and wrote, "I think I would get it signed, especially if you get to meet him in person." Well, Eric, I got to trust Tim to do it, so that's another layer. Wax Museum Kyle,
This was great.
what if Barry quits mid-sig?
I'm out.
I think my response was, as long as the Detroit Lions aren't running this autograph session, we should be
we
okay.
should be okay. Yeah. And as long as he doesn't cross, like 10,000 autos?
So what I want from you guys, and then we're gonna dive into another part of this. All I want from you first, yes or no, or maybe a sentence as to why, should I get the downtown autographed? Jascha.
Yes. Worst case scenario, you've got this beautiful Honolulu blue, which I had never heard of until this show, notwithstanding what you said last week. Say he goes and pushes on it, and it forms a nice pool of Honolulu blue spreading across the acetate. That's a hilarious story. Someone's going to see that like, what the just happened to that card? Oh, yeah. It's actually funny you ask. So I was at a show. Barry Sanders had it, and he just pooled all over it. I think that's awesome. I mean, especially because it's not my card.
It'd be a palm print, right? You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
If you were wondering why I actively cheer against Chad and get so happy when he's in misery, this is why.
This is how you were brought
This
up.
is what I was brought up with.
I'm just looking for the silver lining.
What, do I have him stick his thumbprint in there?
Maybe.
Dude, yeah, like the King seal, you know? It's like, yeah, here you go. Smush. There's my authentication.
Now you're starting
It's
to
a new
sell
thing.
me.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Timmy?
Let me see those inks.
Okay.
So Ricky has, scribbled out his version of a Barry Sanders auto.
I just wrote my name. That's actually my autograph.
Oh, no, it looks like Barry Sanders. Yeah. And
Greatness
so
have a lot
it's
in common.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, it's in a team bag, and so it, lays over his downtown card very nicely. Man, it would look good in just the thin white.
Yeah.
It would pop enough.
Do I do it?
Oh, geez, I'm flip-flopping left and right today. Jeez.
All right. Hey, that's okay. We can leave it there.
So I'm going to vote no on silver.
Okay.
Honolulu Blues in contention.
Okay.
I think you just have to go thin white.
I think there's something to the white. I'm telling you, especially on those silver pants.
Man. But now I have to see what these inks will look like on the cards that I thought of as alternatives.
Yes, and we do have a couple sample cards so that we can test that later.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, I think if we're going to trust Tim, if we're going to go down this road, I need to be sure Tim's up to the task.
Yep.
And so Jascha has been very kind to help me prep a mental and physical exam.
Physical exam will be off air.
No, it will be live. But before we get to that, Jascha, I think you have our read of the week.
I do.
Okay, and let me just say, Boston Steve, do not fast forward this one. He's going to screw this up so badly.
Brett Favre goes back to pass. He pumps. Now he fires over the middle. Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It was intercepted by Tracy Porter. Near side to the 40, and John Sullivan runs him down at the 47-yard line. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe what I just saw. Looking at that play, he should have just held on to it, Paul. He should have. He could have helped his favorite podcast by shopping through the Fanatics link on pttf.com. But why do you even ponder passing? I mean, you can take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal. This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Whoa! One take, Jake. Well done. All right, guys. Well, welcome back. Thanks for that quick little pause. You can follow us on our Instagram at PTTF Podcast. That's at PTTF Podcast. We love chatting with you. Give us a follow. Message us. Check out our content and comment. We love interacting with you all over there. All right, guys. Well, it's time to put Tim to the test.
Oh, no.
So I think that we need this information so that we can make the best call. So what we're going to do here, if I can get all my pages here correct.
Yeah, come on, Trebek.
Whew. All right. We're going to administer a pop quiz, Tim.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Regis.
All right. You want to question these with me, Jascha, or do you want me just to go all?
I got to pull it up, but yeah.
Okay. You have it right underneath your computer right there. Question 1. This is an essay question.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Why are you the man for the job, Tim?
Because I'm the only one qualified to go to the National this year.
Hey, he's making some great points so
Yeah,
far.
I'll allow it.
You want to take the next one?
Yeah, question 2. You arrive at the end of the line for Barry's autograph.
Just subpart A.
A.
End of the line or the start of the line?
End of the line.
So you are starting.
Sorry. You're the beginning of the line.
I failed already, didn't I?
Yeah, you're the beginning of the line.
So let me
of the
describe how lines work. So
Yeah.
there's going to be
Okay.
Barry. Someone's going to be in line,
Yeah.
and then 100,000 other people, and then you're at the back.
I'm
Yes.
at the back, so
Thank
I'm
you.
at the back of the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Poorly worded question. I
Yeah,
accept.
it was ambiguous. So I don't know. That attention to detail might actually be going in his favor.
Yeah. See, I'm
We'll
focused.
yeah,
I'm focused. Laser focused.
So far, he's impressing me, man.
Yeah.
All right.
My 5'7" frame can wiggle past a lot of people real quick.
So now that we've established where you are, A,
Uh-huh.
where is the card?
Right cheek. Just like a Transformers, you know? Like
Now, this isn't the time for stick, Timmy. Where is the card?
it would be in my trusty Zion Cases
Okay.
sling bag.
Okay. Next question. What's protecting the card? Mag or top loader?
Neither. It would be a Zion Cases 1.
Ooh, okay.
Nice and protected, baby.
Okay.
Nice and chunky.
Okay, now here's the key one.
At what point do you whip it out and expose
6 p.m.
the card?
Is that too early?
If you would just wait till the end of the question before answering, please.
When does the card come out? When is it exposed?
I would picture myself walking up to Barry and saying, "Hey, I've got something for you from my friend Ricky, who is a big, giant Detroit Lions fan. This is going to make his day." Click, pop open that Zion Cases 1, show it to him with your chosen pen on the side of the card, uncapped and ready to go. Maybe I'll sneak in a selfie, even though that's illegal.
Okay, see, we're gonna get to this, and he is He is acing this thing right now, but I'm telling you, he's gonna fail.
There's a lot of
Just
time
a
left.
second.
There's always something, right? Yep.
He's going to go Romain Grosjean here in just a second.
Okay, now the card's exposed and ready to be handed to Barry. Completely out of all protection. How are you holding the card to hand it to him?
I would be wearing my free latex gloves from my place of occupation.
Okay.
Top edge. Slide it across the table for him. Inside.
You're committing
The
to wearing
cases.
gloves in line?
I think so.
Man, this is going to be hard to say no to.
Yeah.
Hit him with the next one.
That's going to affect some of my question, but your hand is clammy and trembling like the heroin addict days into a detox who stole my truck this morning. What do you do?
Shaky hands. I pass it over to Barry, and he's not dropping anything, baby.
Fair. All right. Next question. Barry won't sign using your paint pen. Barry does offer an array of markers, which seem to include white, black, silver, and blue. Honolulu blue. You should still get the card autographed using the paint color closest to the paint pen you have with you. True or false?
True.
False! We've been studying this paint pen nonstop!
Damn
Do you know
it.
how quickly these things can bleed? They don't pop! What are you doing?
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Was the right answer Honolulu blue? I thought that was the trick answer.
I tried to lull you into a trick. All right, Jascha.
Barry is signing the card. Do you A, make casual and polite conversation? B, tell Barry how big of a fan your friend Ricky is and how excited he will be to have the card? C, sit stoically and void of all emotion? D, A and B? Or E, none of the above? And if you choose the E, you have to explain your answer.
I'm pretty good at showing no emotion, so I think that was C.
Yes! Yes! He gets it! You are not to talk to Barry. You are not to distract Barry. You're on a mission for
I am.
one thing.
Singular focus.
Yes!
A successful, non-streaky auto for
Okay.
my boy, Ricky.
Guys, I don't know what to do because I literally thought he would fail this. He already failed out of the
Oh, come on. I'm Asian. I can't fail any tests.
He was born for this. he is killing it, man.
Yeah, I
He's
didn't know.
killing it.
That's
I
'cause
would've
there's no
picked
math on it so far.
Okay, here's your math. After Barry signs the card, what is your technique in essay form? What's your technique in the first 5 minutes with the card, in the first 5 hours for the card, and getting home to Utah with the card?
First 5 minutes, I'm keeping it face up inside that case, walking around to a safe place and putting it down on a table, gently fanning it so that the ink dries. Next 5 hours, I safely tuck that away inside my shoulder harnessed bag,
Okay.
swung around to the front so that nobody's taking this from me, and walking over to the oh no, there's a blackjack table before I get to the hotel room.
Oh my God.
No! What are those lights over there?
Do you know how quickly my Barry
Slot
Sanders will be
machines?
sold?
Oh no! The poker room! No!
Okay. So, Tim, you've passed the test. I'll give you that. Now, what we got to do is we got to put you through the motions because this is where Tim screws up. It's when we put him behind the soundboard here and he has to push buttons and turn levers.
Damn it.
That everything gets screwed up. We're going to go Honolulu blue. See how that works.
Okay.
Here's your paint pen. And here's your card with protection.
Am I using this?
Yep.
Oh, this is
no,
chunk-
you know,
This is
listen.
chunky.
Listen to me.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay. No.
You
Yep.
take
Oh,
this
I
and
already
you
got-
go. You
okay.
take your headphones off
Okay.
and you go all the way across the room. You're standing in line back there. All right. So now where we're sitting, Jascha has transformed into Jascha Sanders.
We do have the same birthday.
I hate that. Get back there. Get way back. You're in line. And he's sporting the Barry Sanders jersey. And now, Jascha, will you pull out your phone? Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Shoot a video of this or give it to me and I'll shoot the video once you get it prepped. We'll post this on our YouTube at pttfpodcast.com. Go give us a follow. Check this video out. You're going to see. This is why I'm really worried about Tim. Tim can't do anything normally. So he'll be shaking like a tree. I want you to do a hand clam test to make sure he's not getting hydration all over my card.
Yeah.
And I want you to try and mix him up. Maybe have a chat with him. All right, here he is. And action. You're up, Tim, at the National. Here's Barry. Tim is approaching with the card in hand. He's got it in a box. Oh, he opens the box when he stopped.
Got a card for you to sign for
Buddy Ricky. Yeah, where are you coming from?
Salt Lake City.
Shut up, Tim! Shut up!
Do it again.
Again, back.
Try this again.
All right, ready? And this is take 2 and go. Tim is approaching silently. He is opening the box once he has stopped walking. Good so far. Here's Barry with the card. He just threw the pen. We've lost the lid.
Nice to meet you. Is this card for you?
Well done, Tim. Barry tries to trick him, and Tim is silent. He's not saying a word. Hands behind his back.
Where would you like me to sign?
Yeah! So Tim silently points to the spot on the card that is to be signed.
May I really write on this?
Uh-huh. And this card is being signed, and then you have to hand it back to Tim. And he hands it back. Oh my God. I don't even know if I got that. Oh, he flipped it into Tim's hand. And Tim just waved his hand, saying it'll be good, and walks away with it. Well done, guys. Well done. Well, Tim, I was very impressed. You took excellent care of the card.
Yeah, he's definitely ready.
He is ready. And this is the case he's talking about. I'm telling you guys, go to the Zion cases. This might be a new way to store your cards you want autographed at a card show.
That'll work because it's designed for a slab, but then you close it.
I think it's perfect. Gives them
a nice chunky surface to sign on.
Yeah. No, it wasn't bad.
Hey, why don't you get back on the microphone? We're doing a live show over here, Tim.
No, that was better than, the Rocky montage or Mulan, I'll make a man out of you. I was really impressed with the way you went through that. I forgot to do the clammy hands test. It looks like they're a little wet over there, but is that from the paint?
Let me touch my hand. No, the other hand. Yeah. Oh, it's clammy. It's clammy. Well done, Timmy. You did awesome. Guys, I thought through this shtick I would figure out that we're definitely not signing the downtown. I don't think I'm there yet. I think I still want you to get it signed, Tim. So what I'm going to invite...
see how this looks.
What I want to invite you both to do is I'm going to start with Jascha. And if I were not to have the downtown autographed, I got to get some Barry card autographed. Tim says the pricing is extremely cheap. If I don't get the downtown autographed, where do I go?
I sent you that one custom Lion King.
Yeah.
I would like to see it on something like that.
That'd be cool.
And you'll have to post a photo of that.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, this is a special card, and the only thing that's going to make it cooler for you, I think, is getting the autograph. But it would be even better if you were there. But I think it's going to work out great, and you just got to go in. I mean,
so you're
risk it. Yeah, you got to roll. Yeah,
you're
roll the
high
dice.
on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hard yes from Jascha. Man, Timmy had a little bit of a more conflicted answer.
I did, because rolling with what? Who was it that said? David, my guy who I disagree with over poo-poo platters, said that he should have a different card sign because it shouldn't be a rookie card.
Right.
I mean, not that the downtown is a rookie card, but if we were to look at alternatives, I thought of non-rookie cards to take a look at.
Okay. And do you remember some of them?
Yes. So these might not mean anything, or probably won't mean anything to anybody off the top of their head. But the first one I showed you, Ricky, was the 1998 Fleer Ultra Damage Inc.
I have never seen this card before. I think it looks so cool. It looks like a business card.
It does look like a business
Yeah,
card.
that's exactly what caught my eye about it. And there's this big empty space to the right of it. I was like, what? Like, who designed this card? But it is perfect for an in-person auto.
It looks like the spot on a card for like the first couple of years of Flawless. Remember they were kind of plain?
Yeah.
And that they just had the big white spot for the autograph.
Exactly. I mean, just big, giant, open card begging for a Barry auto.
Yeah, I get that, and I think, you know, it will make the process a little easier, but it does feel also a little bit empty to me. The part of what I like about the on-card auto and doing it in person is, you know, you get the whole card that has no, you know, issues about an autograph, and then you get it right over the top. So
okay. Well, how about choice number 2 then? I want your opinion on this one. 96 Fleer Metal Platinum Portraits.
See, you picked the wrong year, in my opinion. You picked 96, and 97 was much more like our basketball, the Jordan Platinum Portraits.
That's true. But, you know, I don't think he had one in 97, so that's the best. That we could, right?
I think you did.
Did I?
I could be wrong. But despite the fact,
maybe there is.
I got to tell you, Timmy, when you sent this card over, I have come around on this card.
Yeah?
From our March Madness bracket, I was not a fan, but for an autograph, that seems like kind of a cool card.
Well, it's not the cheesy, like, you know, bunch of holes poked in it. Oh, there is a 97 one.
Got him!
That wasn't on my list.
the 95 is kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so out of those years, like, would just in general with the Platinum Portraits, would that be something you want autographed?
Yeah, no, I think it does look cool. What color you go there? Honolulu blue or silver? You don't go white.
You got to do blue on this, all this silver.
I
Blue,
think so.
yeah, to give it some color.
Can I rain on this parade?
Yeah.
He's gonna be riding across his face.
Yeah.
These nuts. Got it. Got it.
Josh was gonna have the big one.
Well, there are drawbacks to each of these choices, right? Because, you know, I know you're not the craziest fan of horizontal cards, right? So the Damage Ink one is, you know, iffy on that one. I picked the wrong year on the Platinum Portraits, but on any of those years, you'd be signing over his face. But the 97 is kind of like that shiny refractor-ish.
And we're having a chat about all these different things, but these are solid choices, Timmy. I want you to keep bringing them.
They were like interesting at least, right? So Jascha just jumped ahead to the 2014 Topps Fire, which, you know, not a premium product by any stretch, but back in 2014, you know, it was trying to basically look like Panini Oranges or Panini Oranges, Origins. Good grief.
Well, I'm going to be editing for 3.5 hours.
That's always my goal. No, but 2014 Topps Fire, the best parallel to compare that to would be Panini Origins.
Yeah.
In terms of that look. And I picked that one because it's all bright Lions blue. Like, it's basically like a color blast of Barry.
It's a cool looking card.
It's a really cool artwork.
Like silver ink on that?
It is a worthless card. It is a $2
completely
card.
worthless, yeah.
Yeah, but you're gonna have his autograph. Like I could get this is the one I could get behind.
That's going to display super well. Right?
Silver for sure.
Silver. Yeah.
Because there's so much blue and there's a little bit of white. Yeah, I think silver would look awesome on this.
All right.
Yeah. And then what do you think about? So it kind of blends in with the holofoil refractor or the die cut hologram, but you know the 96 Upper Deck SPX die cut.
I thought that was cool, but I thought that one thing I realized with the downtown insert, and you guys, just so you're aware, can go onto our website pttfpodcast.com. I've posted a blog post about this where we've posted the photos of the cards Josh is recommending, the photos of the cards Tim's recommending. You're going to see the downtown up close and personal. We also included a poll. Should I get it autographed or not? And we want you to leave comments or vote on that poll. If I don't get it autographed, what should I get autographed? What do you like, not like? We're going to pick one random poster or voter and give them a backpack prize pack.
Ooh.
But, Timmy, I want you to finish your list before we get off of here.
Yeah, the only other two choices were the 99 Pacific Revolution holofoil refractor, also a die cut, or one that I'm, you know, even despite being a horizontal card, is like heavily favored in my mind, is the 2019 Panini Select Snapshots subset. refractor.
So I'll tell you, when you're on the upper deck, I didn't like the die cut, and I didn't like it horizontal, and so I was thinking no way. But this, the select that's an awesome photo. It's like prime Barry Sanders. It's what you always picture him juking, shaking everyone out of their shoes. So that's a great one. I think we need to question Tim's judgment, the fact that this card is on this list. There's no way that you can get an autograph on this thing.
Yeah, where would I get it?
I was just thinking the black, across his feet there and silver pen or something.
Across the silver letters and everything?
No, just directly across.
Isn't that
his
a die
face.
cut? There's
No, that black part is part of the card.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was cut
That'd
out.
be a badass die cut, though, if it was totally cut out.
So
No, it's not totally cut out.
Yeah.
It looks like it though.
okay, I retract
and that
statement.
is something to remember when you're looking at these photos. This is the point I was going to make. Is you got to figure out where to autograph the card without doing too much damage. For example, on my downtown, you guys, if you go on our website, you can see this card. There's 2 lions. I got to miss the second lion's head, the female lion's head. So you got to go just low enough, that it's not getting over anything. That's my problem with the SPX. There was too many cool things going on. He was going to autograph across.
Sign right across them. Yeah. I've had that happen on, I've seen that happen on cards, I guess, where they sign over a really cool part of like the portrait or something, and you're like, nah, that kind of ruined the card.
But I did love the idea of getting that card autographed. It's a really cool card. Those SPXs remind me of when we were growing up in the 90s collecting basketball. I just thought they were the coolest damn things.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, like I said, go on to pttfpodcast.com. Check out our blog. Go vote. It's just a simple, should I get my downtown autographed, yes or no? Leave a comment if you wish and expand upon your thoughts. And again, we're going to pick one random poster or voter, and they're going to get a really cool backpack prize pack. So go check it out. Timmy, based on all this discussion, and I know we've kind of just been everywhere tonight.
Yeah.
What's your thought on the downtown? What do I do?
Oof. It comes down to it's your PC. You decide.
That's the most Tim answer I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know. I can be very diplomatic at
About
times.
2.5 miss.
Right down the middle.
All right. Well,
Do it.
guys. I got one yes, one I don't know. Go vote on the poll. You guys are going to decide if I get it signed or not. The control is in your hands. So go vote. Take care of me. Make sure I don't get screwed over by Tim. All right, guys. It's been another really fun show for Timmy and Baby eBay. We're missing you, Doc. This is Ricky, the downtown Barry Sanders autographed card. Wishing all of you a one of one night. So I was talking to my brother this past weekend on the phone.
Before you tell Tim, I was actually thinking about this today. I needed some Imodium AD for myself.
Yeah.
And why is it so hard to get that damn packaging apart? If there's one product that you need to have quickly, it should just be loose inside the box. It's Imodium AD.
I agree. But
I was on the phone with Ricky, and he literally